before the race start, before the weekend started at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, let's watch the highlights of the previous race that was the Italian Grand Prix, guys. What a race! What a crazy race as well. We are having very fun races, especially the latest ones. And in Italy, the story ended in the worst way possible this time, but it was very interesting. We started in P9. Alex was in P8 at the start. As you can see, rain conditions, inter tires, rain that only lasts 8 or 10 laps, very short rain. And this is the race start. As you can see, I'm in the right side from the screen. You will see me, I think, at this point of the screen. This is the race start. Leclerc and Paul, Verstappen in second place. I'm this Williams, this one, on the green helmet. And as you can see here, at this point, the big mistake, the first big mistake, that was that I crashed with the car in front. I think it was a McLaren, or no, it was an Aston Martin, I think, from Alonso, I think. And I broke a bit the rear wing, the end plate. My mistake, I have to say. I should to be more cautious in the braking. Let's advance a bit, because these highlights are very long, because I have no the official highlights, because I didn't finish the race. Spoiler. And this is the race start from the onboard. As you can see here, I'm in the braking zone, and at this point I was not able to brake the car, and I lock up, and here I lost the end plate. Big mistake, guys. Big mistake by myself. That cost me a lot of time in the first laps, in rain conditions. Well, this is the onboard, the touch from the rear wing. You can see I was not able to brake the car properly, and I lost the end plate. Then after that, a lot of pain because I had no pace. Obviously here with this wing broken, a lot of car passing me. I tried to defend. As you can see, I have a big train behind of me. I was very slow. I was really slow. I was being passed by I think it was Russell or Hamilton, the Mercedes, the Alpines. No, it was Hamilton. Well, a lot of suffering. I tried to defend here. Very nice battle. Here is Hamilton. I think I'm trying to defend from Hamilton. I'm in the right side. Hamilton passed me. Oh, even touching the curb there. This is the same maneuver. Then I think this is the same maneuver. More laps, and I am still suffering with the front wing broken. The good news for me was that I could change it once the rain stopped, and everyone will do it change for dry tires. Rain stopped very soon, and that was great news for me, because that means I could change the front wing earlier. Here more defensive movements. Try to defend from the Alpines. The first 8 lap 10s were horrible for me with that front wing broken. More battles here, as you can see. Trying to defend using the ERS, sorry. Fortunately, our Williams is very fast in a straight line. This is the same maneuver. More defensive moves. I was suffering a lot here. Trying to defend from the Alpine. This time he passed me, and at that point the track was very dry. Let's keep advancing. Trying to defend again. This is the same replay from different camps, and as you can see here, now we are in the dry conditions. I changed the front wing, and here is where I start to gain advantage, guys. I have much more pace than the car in front, and also I pit 1 lap earlier than everyone, and I was able to gain a bit of time because the track was very dry. It was more for dry than inters. And at this point, I'm trying to pass all these cars. The RB of Tsunoda, I think it was Bottas or Joe, I don't remember, and the Haas. I think it's Magnussen. I don't know who is. The RB was Tsunoda, I think. I remember it was Tsunoda. And here is where I start to try to pass people, doing very good moves, by the way. For example, this one, let's see. passing, look at that, 2 cars I think here, or at least, no, the Haas and probably the RB, no, only the Haas. Here I passed the Haas, I was in P, at this point I was in P16, something like that. The same maneuver, okay, this is the same maneuver. More action, trying to pass both cars, the RB and the Sauber. I passed both, I think, here. Yes, very good braking. I'm passing both cars in one corner. Now I was like in P14, I think, recovering places. This is the same movement from different cameras. Okay, this is another lap, I think. This is the Sauber trying to pass me again. It was very quick, and he was able to pass me again with the DRS, obviously. And as you can see at the back, at the front, it's the other RBs, Daniel Ricciardo in P13, I think. Here is the Sauber that passed me, and he passed also to Ricciardo. Now I'm in the sandwich with the RBs. But later on, I was able to pass the RBs. Here, I think. Or I passed the RB, sorry. I passed the RB the previous lap, sorry. And now I'm passing again the Sauber. Oh, lucky enough, I think. No, I think I was not able here. It defended very well, but I think in the next lap I was able to pass him. I don't know who was. I don't know if it was Bottas or Joe actually. He lost a bit of front wing there, the Sauber, as you can see, and that's why, thanks to that, I was able to. Wow, nice battle here. He stayed alongside me, but he broke the front wing a bit, and that led me to pass him and to pull away, and in that way to break the DRS distance. And once I was ahead, and that time I was not, I had not troubles to stay behind, to stay in front. So at that point I was in P13, P12, I think, with a clear track now, and I was trying to recover in the gap with the next cars. This is the same maneuver. Okay, this is Tsunoda, same maneuver from different perspective. Okay. And okay, we move on to the more or less the first half of the race. Here is when everyone stops once again, because my strategy was to use the hard tire since the beginning once the rain stopped. In that way, I was able to save one pit stop, because the hard tire can last the whole race. Most of the drivers use the medium tire, and then they decide to change for a new set, I think, of hards. That means they did in total 2 stops, and I did only 1. That means once they did the second stop, I was able to pass all these cars. Look at that. I lost less than 25 seconds, and that thanks to my overtakes at the beginning of the race. And in that way, once the people stopped for second time, I was able to exit just behind. Just behind. But obviously now I'm passing the Red Bull of Perez here. Oh, Perez tried to defend. But as you can see here, I had Albon, my teammate, I had Alonso, I have, I think, Russell, Perez, cars that were faster than me and with more fresh tires than me. That means I will suffer a lot, and obviously I suffer a lot in this part of the race. This is the same replay, and at this point, as you can see, I lost the place with Perez, and more cars pitting, more place gaining. This is crazy, guys. People try to pass me. This is, I think, Hamilton, and we touch here. He broke a bit part of my floor. At this point, let's see the replay once again. Also here, Albon passed me. Obviously, they are quicker than now on fresh tires. My idea was to try to stay behind to maintain the DRS, and maybe at the end of the race to have some kind of chance, you know. This is the replay, look at that. More cars exiting from the pits. And now at the right side is Hamilton, and he touched me a bit here. He contacted with me. I didn't see him, to be honest. And here I lost the place. Sorry, it was Russell. It was not Hamilton, it was Russell. At this point I'm in P9, I think P10. Almost in the final positions that give you points. This is the same replays. And at this point, I think I was passed here by the Aston Martin of Alonso. I lost another place. I was here in P9, I think, P10 or P8. Then it's Stroll and the other Mercedes. No, here I'm in P9, I think, actually. Then I was passed by the other by the Mercedes, I think. I was passed by... This is Hamilton, I think. Now behind Stroll. Now I'm in P10. But fortunately, I think Stroll I was able to maintain him behind. But Gasly came with much more speed and fresh tires later on, some laps later. As you can see here, and he passed me. Okay, and at that point, I'm in P11, around 15 laps to go. I'm just 1 point off of the points. My intention was to stay behind Gasly, and if my tires last, to keep the DRS distance and to try to pass him and to fight for the last point places, that is P10. But what happened? This is what happened, guys. This is where everything changed. Absolutely everything changed, guys. This is lap, I don't know, lap 40, 50 or something like that. No, sorry, lap 40 or 39 or 53. I'm trying to maintain the distance with Gasly, and look at that. Gasly spun and he crashed. He crashed and he obviously is out of the race. He broke the suspension. And safety car. We have a safety car here. And this is where everything starts to go wrong for me. This is more replays of the grass. Okay, now before to go to came to this point, this is the restart of the safety car. I decided to put the soft tires. Anyone stopped during the safety car period, but I did. I lost only 2 places. I think I was in P13 or something like that. But with obviously the soft tire, 9 laps to go, much more advantage I have, fresher tires, softer tires. My idea was to do an amazing recovery and to try to get points. That would be very, very possible. But what happened at this point? At this point I have 3 drive-through penalties. I don't know if it was my fault or it was a glitch of the game. Basically, when I catch the safety car, he had the green lights at the top of the car. That means you can pass the safety car and to rejoin, doing another lap and to rejoin to the group. Because when I catch the safety car, the race leader was not catching the safety car still. Once I pass the safety car, I go to full speed because this is the rules. I think you can do it. And for some reason, even passing the safety car to complete the lap and to rejoin to the pack, the game gave me 3 drive-through penalties because I was not respecting the delta time, you know, even when the safety car had the green lights and I could pass. And I saw the replays and I see another AA cars, when they passed the safety car on green lights, they was racing at full speed, and I was doing the same once I passed the safety car. For some reason, the game don't let me to go at full speed once I pass the safety car. And the game said me that I was not respecting my engineer. It was saying me that I was not respecting the delta time rules, and I didn't realize. And my steering wheel was everything okay, and I received three drive-through penalties. At that point, I was thinking to retire the car, but I said, okay, let's finish the race just to gain experience points for my driver ratings. No. So I catch the pack in the last lap before the restart. Obviously, my race is lost. I mean, I was in P13 at this point, but it doesn't matter. Even if I pass cars, I have 3 drive-through penalties. I will finish in 13. Anyways, let's try to make fun. Let's try to pass people on the soft tires. And this is the restart. This is the restart. I try to pass the Haas that is finished Magnussen, and the next Haas is Hülkenberg. Okay. Here I almost crashed. Here. The Haas are attacking. I'm just behind. But what happened here? Look at that. Boom! I crashed. And race over. What happened here? Okay, here this is the replay. Oh, you almost crashed here. This is normal. Everything is at full speed. This is everything is okay. And look at that. Boom! The Haas brakes suddenly, and I couldn't avoid it. And this is crazy. What happened? Okay, this is the Hülkenberg cam. Magnussen passed Hülkenberg, and it's Magnussen who stops suddenly. Hülkenberg reacts, stopping the car, and I was not able to see him. And I crash. And why Magnussen decided to brake suddenly? He has in front an Alpine that is a lap car. He was not able to unlap. And when he saw that is very slow, for some reason Magnussen touched the brakes. As you can see here, he touched the brake, Hulkenberg, to avoid crash into him, touch the brakes. I was not realized of that, and I crash. Here it's not visible here because I'm not. You can see this is the Magnussen cam. He brakes here. Hulkenberg brakes to react to the braking movement of Magnussen, and I was not able to realize of that. I was very close to Nico, and I crashed. And race over. A race that could ended in points position with the strategy on soft, but with that glitch with the delta times or whatever it happened, and then with this crash, it turned into a very, very terrible race for me. But it was fun. I enjoyed a lot, and I hope in this time, in the last 3 races were very, very fun. A lot of action, a lot of changeable conditions. This time, unfortunately, I was not able to finish on points or to finish the race. Albon finished the race in 4th place. Later on, we will check the driver standings that are incredible. But now, before to continue, let's analyze the track we have this weekend. That is Baku, guys. This track, Baku. Here we can have crazy races in real Formula 1, also in the game. But if I have to do a tier list with all tracks of the game, and I have to place them following how difficult or how slow I am in those circuits, I should place the Baku City circuit probably in the top one. Baku is a circuit where I had a lot of troubles in previous games. It's a circuit that I've not feel comfortable enough. It's very challenging because it's very fast, but at the same time it's a street circuit. There are sections with a lot of slow speed corners, and it's a circuit where, for different circumstances, most of the times in previous games, I always had terrible qualifying sessions, qualifying at the back, and in race crashing, because it's a circuit, very challenging circuit. It's very easy to crash with the walls or just having a lack of pace. Let's see if this year finally I have a good race. This circuit is not the best for our car. Well, sector 1 and 3 probably yes, because it's a straight line, our best part, our best strengthness. But the sector 2 we will suffer a lot, and with a lot of slow speed corners. Anyway, the lap starts here. Turn 1 is a 90 degrees corner, but you can reach at the end of the straight line 350 kph, similar to Monza, basically. Very slow corner, very wide runoff area, so here it's impossible to crash. Even going wide, there is a big runoff area, but it's very difficult to find the braking point. Super difficult, guys. You have to practice a lot during the practice session. Turn 2 is one of the most hated corners by me. I hate this corner, guys. It's very easy to go wide. If you don't enter with the right speed, it's very easy to crash here in the wall. You have here a runoff area, but sometimes you want to put the car in and to try to be very greedy, and you crash in the wall on the outside. It's a very complex corner. Traction absolutely crucial to use the DRS and to accelerate as soon as possible to reach top speed. Turn 3. Very tricky as well. It's a corner where when you reach a very high speed, very high speed. Braking is difficult. You have to see the balls at the right side. You have to be a bit conservative with the brake. Don't try to do the braking of your life, because you will end up crashing into the wall or in the runoff area. So try to leave some meters, to make sure you put the car in. Turn 4, right side again. This one is tricky because it's also, you have to almost clip the wall a bit at the exit on turn 4 to gain speed. To place the car for turn 5 and 6, very difficult as well, these corners. Turn 5 a bit longer to the left side. You have to touch the curve in the inside, maintain the car on the left side, and even braking more to turn 10-6. Probably this is the slowest or one of the slowest corners of the track. Very, very slow. You have the wall very close because there are no space between the two roads that cross the circuit, so the wall is immediately at the exit. And we go to the castle section. Amazing. Turn 7, very easy to lock up as well, be careful with that, try to be conservative with the brakes, very slow corner, and this section is super narrow, only one car is possible to place in this section, and this is the Castel section that is 8, 9 and 10. What I can say about this corner, don't be greedy guys, be very cautious. If you have to lose a bit of time in the braking, do it, because this is so tight. I never crashed here, I have to say, in my life. But it's possible, very possible. No space at all. It's the minimum space to put the car in here. This is a very important uphill that you have the castle just at the left side, the walls of the castle. Turn 11, very difficult even in qualifying, because you have the sun that is reflecting you in the visor. It's a corner where you have to stick the car at the right side, prepare the car to turn and to take turn 12. Turn 12 is probably one of the most important corners. Here you have a small runoff area with a small curve that you have to use it. Very slippery the exit of this corner, but it's extremely important to exit in the as fast as possible and to get the traction as soon as possible, because this section 13, 14 is flat out, very flat out section, amazing section here. And turn 15, one of the most tricky corners and one of the points where it's easier to crash. Here it's super easy to have a crash here, and it's a bit move to the right side. You have to brake, moving the car a bit to the right side and to close the wall, to take as much as possible in the widest way possible the corner, to gain a bit of space in the outside and to take it using the curve here. The wall is very close. Here there is a runoff area. If you see that you want to be able to take the corner, use the runoff area. In the other case you will crash and the race will be over for you. Very complex, very difficult. And turn 16, probably one of the most important corners as well. Here there is a big runoff area with a curve that is very slippery. Don't try to take a lot of the curve, because you will unstabilize the car and you will spin. Here is about to try to widen as much as possible the line, to close to the wall and to gain the most space possible to take the corner, clipping the curve in the inside a bit, and to open the line as wide as possible. No touching too much the curve, because here from now is all flat out this section until the turn 1. So basically traction is absolutely crucial here to try to accelerate as soon as possible. DRS open, speed trap and lap complete. Super tricky circuit, a lot of traps, very easy to have a crash here, super easy. You can see in real Formula 1. And yeah, it's a circuit very probably for me could be the most difficult one of the calendar, the Baku. Yeah, for me could be one of them. Could be the difficult one, the most difficult one, guys, more than even Singapore, for example, or Monaco. Now it's time, guys. Let me put the game, and here we are, guys. Okay, Azerbaijan Grand Prix. As you can see at the left side, we have a lot of upgrades in the way that are being developed by Alexander Albon. We have turbo reliability testing, we have front wheel end place. So let's see if the team did a good job developing the pieces. Turbo, great, we have more reliability. Resource point for us. Front wing also developing.
Mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Perfect. We have big upgrades, guys, for this Grand Prix after the previous one that only we have minimal upgrades. But first of all, let's set the goals for the weekend. This time we have not available the quality assurance tester and the strategy analyst. So manufacturer expert, you are close to reach level 2. We only need 220 points. Goals available: drive 330 kilometers during the race weekend, or keep tires below 120 degrees in dry, or 100 degrees on inter, or 90 degrees on wet. Let's set the first one, that is a bit difficult, because if we complete it, I think that will be a good news for us. Wind tunnel, we have 1070 points of 1500 we need to reach level 2. Goals available: achieve an average corner speed of 140 kph, or complete any session with the fastest lap. Obviously this one will be much easier, so let's put this one. Achieve average corner speed of 140 kph during the race. in power unit. We're close to reach level 1. We only need 210 points. Goals available: achieve 3 purple sectors during a race weekend, or use overtake ERS mode for 35 seconds during a race weekend. Obviously the 3 purple sectors will be almost impossible, so let's put this one, use ERS mode for 35 seconds. A material fabrication planner, goals available: we have 800 points of 1500 we need to reach level 2. Goals: stress test any tire to above 32% wear during the weekend, or complete 6 laps without any penalties or warnings during a race weekend. So let's put this one. In race we will complete this target. It's very easy, I think. Okay, and this is the goals for the weekend. Let's set as a primary specialist the power unit. Let's see if we can reach level 1. This is the only area where we have not reached level 1. Now driver details. Well, this is the rankings. Obviously this is the accolades, and this is the rivalries. That actually what happened after the Italian Grand Prix. After the Italian Grand Prix, Alex is ahead of me again. He finished in P4, and now that means basically that he has 1 championship point than me. He was behind. It was 9 points behind before the Italian Grand Prix, but his amazing 4th place and my retirement means that he gets 12 points. Now he's ahead by 1 point. Unbelievable, guys. I will not believe it one race ago, guys, that he will be able to be ahead of me after having a big advantage. In qualifying, he's destroying me 12-4. In race, it's a bit more equal, 10-6. Best finish position equal also my finish position of the season. We both 4th place. That means that I need at least my only possibility to beat Alex now is to be ahead in championship points and to beat him in race results, because in qualifying I won't be able to do it. So in qualifying highest position I think I will win, because I have a 2nd place. Maybe if I reach a podium, that means I will improve my finishing position and my podium finishes. So that's a way. If I reach a podium, that means I can. That's probably my hope to beat Alex. And this is my rival Pierre Gasly. That, as you can see, I only need 2 points more for winning the rivalry. So yeah, I think this is looking very good, to be honest. And so yeah, but anything is still open for me. I think I have possibilities to finish ahead of Albon, and obviously the rivalry with Gasly, I think I will beat him. So I only need 2 points. The driver graphics after the Italian Grand Prix, obviously now, as you can see, some of my points decline a bit. The experience declined because I did not complete the race. 3rd DNF of the season. Racecraft that is affected by overtakes and finish position compared to starting position. Obviously I retired, so I was not able to gain points. The orange line, that is awareness gained through clean races, reduced by collisions, off track moments and DNFs. I DNF, that's why my graph decline a bit. The pace reflects the speed in qualifying and margin to fastest lap in race. That means the qualifying was good. I complete the objectives, that's why I increase a bit the green line. And the race, the fastest lap, I don't remember. It was not very good, to be honest, because I was on all tires. And the focus reflects form in qualifying and race results versus taking vehicle performance into account. Obviously, with my retirement, the focus declined a bit. And as you can see, the focus is what I have to improve most. I'm not delivering as the team is requiring me, especially in the middle part of the season. So let's see if in Baku I can increase this graph. Well, this is the rating comparison and customization. R&D, guys, finally after 2 weekends where I was saving a lot of points to try to develop different things, I can develop something I was expecting for, and it's the energy store. Why I want to develop the reliability of the engine store? As I tell you in previous weekends, guys, the energy store is probably the piece of the power unit that I will have to change at some point during the season, and I will receive a penalty because we only have 2 per season. The second unit is a 39%. From 50 onwards, you start to lose capacity in the battery in the energy store. That means you cannot defend and attack with the maximum potential of the energy bar, and this is absolutely crucial to defend in race and to be fast in qualifying. So if I reach 50% or more, I will have to use a third unit and I will receive a grid penalty at some point of the season. I would like to avoid it, but I think it will be impossible. Let's try to, to slow down as much as possible the moment, improving the reliability of the energy store. That's why I want to improve the reliability, guys, and this is what I want to make. I was saving points for this. It's very expensive, but I think in that way we can try to extend the penalty as much as possible. We can rush, but even if we rush, it won't be ready for Singapore. It will be ready for the United States Grand Prix. Let's try to rush. Let's try to take risks. We have spent a lot of points, but I think in that way, in the United States Grand Prix, we will have a much more reliability or reliable energy store. Let's see if we can avoid penalties as much as possible with this upgrade. We have now 540 points. What we can do? Let's see, guys. In aerodynamic, we can improve. No, we have no points to do that. The redesign brake that. This is the only thing we can complete. Albon is developing. No, it was complete. The wing wing also has complete the secondary wings flaps. In chassis, we can develop. No, we cannot develop the hydraulics. We have no points enough. We cannot develop the energy store cell. That will be a very good upgrade for us, guys, improving the energy of the battery. Maybe I can develop this piece in the future. Or the heave dampers. Also, we have no points enough for these upgrades, guys. And in power unit, Albon is developing the ERS cooling. The reserve combustion chamber, we have points to develop this piece. That give us more fuel efficient combustion process, and that way we can save more fuel or to put less fuel in the races. We can develop this, yes, we can do, but I like a lot this upgrade, guys, for the future. The energy store cells, in that way our battery will have more capacity in the future, so that will be crucial, especially for race, to have more energy in the battery to defend and to attack. So I think I will save points for this upgrade. We have 540, so in that way I think this is a strategy I will take to save points for this upgrade in the future. So basically we will develop now the energy store for the United States Grand Prix. That means for Albon is developing the reliability of the kinetic as well, and the ERS cooling that will be ready, I think, after Singapore. So in the United States we will have upgrades as well. And let's see the steps we do. This is graphic is not updated. Let's see the updates in the race weekend panel later on, and let's see if we maintain the P6 in the development career ahead of the Sauber, RB, Alpine and Haas, and let's see if we can catch a bit Aston Martin, because this weekend we have big upgrades into the car. The vehicle, as you know, for practice 1 and 2 I like to use all components to save a bit of wear. So let's put the second engine, let's put the first kinetic, the heat, let's maintain this one because the first is very old and I don't want to have problems in practice. The energy store, obviously, let's use the first, that is an 86, is close to the end of the life, so soon maybe we only can use the second. The turbo, let's use the first, I think. The control electronics, let's use the first as well, and the gearbox, let's use the second one. For practice 1 and 2, for practice 3 onwards, I will use the fresh engine, don't worry guys. And tire allocation, obviously this is a track where soft tires are crucial for qualifying, absolutely crucial if it's not raining. And in race, the tire wear is not so high, I think. In race, one stop is possible. We have here the C5, 4 and 3, the softest, same as we have, I think, in Italy. We have these compounds, I think. So that means the medium and hard won't be so slow tires. So probably the medium will be the winner tire here. So I will do the same strategy that I did in Italy. As much soft we have, better, you know. This is a track where in qualifying we only can use soft. It's much faster tires, so let's use the softer tire allocation strategy. And only to have a medium and hard for race, but it doesn't matter because race it will be one stop in dry conditions. So I only need one set of medium and hard. So this is the same strategy. And the standings before to go to the weekend panel. Obviously, after the Grand Prix, Max Verstappen is still winning everything. It's unbelievable. Alonso only finished in 8th place. Leclerc, DNF at the beginning of the race. What a shame, he was on pole. And in lap 3 or 4, he suffered an engine issue and he was out. Perez still in 4th, he finished 5th in Italy. Lando finished in a podium after being a very bad season for Lando. Sainz DNF as well, both Ferraris DNF here. Hamilton 6th place with fastest lap finish. He is still in 7th place in the standings, ahead of Russell by 5 points, that finished just behind Hamilton. Piastri 2nd place, 2 podiums in a row for Piastri. Piastri starting to be very fast at this point of the season. Still in 9th place. Stroll scored points once again after the Dutch Grand Prix that he was not able to, but is very far away from the rest of the drivers. And in our league, look at that, Alex finished in 4th place in Italy, and along to my DNF now is ahead of me by 1 single point. The fight between me and Alex in Williams in here until the end of the season, but it will be brutal, guys. Only 1 point between Albon and me. Denis Tsunoda, that only is 1 point behind of me. He was also finishing 4th place in the Dutch Grand Prix. Between me, Alex and Tsunoda, 2 points. The battle for finishing in 11th place in the driver standings between Tsunoda, me and Albon will be absolutely amazing. Then is Gasly a bit more far away with 11 points. Ricciardo 5 points, Magnussen 4, Bottas 3 points. A finish on points, by the way, for 2nd time in a row, and 3 for 3rd time during the season. And Ocon with the 1 point. The Joe and Hülkenberg still having no points. In the constructor, thanks to Alex, look at that, how many points we have in the constructors. In the last 3 races, guys, Williams, we have achieved, we have 2 4th places and 1 6th place. In the last 3 races between Alex and me, we have achieved I think 24 plus 8, 32 points in the last 3 races. That means now we have a very, very clear advantage with our rivals, with RB, Alpine, Haas and Sauber. We are now actually around 17 points ahead of RB. No, 18 points ahead of RB. 31 points ahead of Alpine. That means probably RB has chances, but I think Alpine, Haas and Sauber cannot pass us in the constructors. I think here from now until the end of the season, RB is possible they can fight with us, but the advantage we have now is really, really big, and I hope we can increase it even a bit more in the future. Red Bull is still leading, they will be champions. Ferrari a bit ahead of McLaren. Mercedes close to McLaren as well, and Aston Martin 1 point behind Mercedes. The fight for P3 in the constructors is wide open. I think 2nd place is, I think it's possible for Ferrari, and Red Bull will be winner, I think, on the constructors. Well, this is the trophies. 3rd DNF of the season after Bahrain, Monaco and Monza. Well, the stats, my average grid below a bit after my great qualifying. Now it's in 14. Average finish 14, more than 9,000 kilometers driving, and more than 1,478 laps driving. Now I think everything is ready. We can move to the weekend. Let's see now, finally, before to go to the practice one session, what kind of weather forecast we have for the weekend, and the development of the rest of the teams, if they are catching us or not. So let me check the tire allocation. Move on to the weekend. And as always, thank you so much for your support, guys, here on YouTube. People who is watching these streamings, thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on the channel, guys. Very, very important. Let's see now the weather forecast and the development graphic as well. In Baku, let's see what we can do here. Baku, I can't wait to be on track. I have a new camera for this weekend, by the way. I named it steering cam. Let's test it during the practice sessions. I think it will be very, very enjoyable to see how I'm driving the steering wheel, how I'm touching the buttons during the lap. This is something we will discover later on. Here we are. This is Baku, guys. This is Baku. This is Alex. 1 point ahead of me now in the driver standings. Oh, and as you can see, it looks we have a dry weekend, except the practice one session, the session that is immediately after this streaming here on YouTube. But in any case, let's see the weather forecast more in detail. Look at that. This is all upgrades we have for this weekend. Drag reduction with the wheel ring covers, front wing downforce with the front wing end plate, more reliability or durability of the turbo, better fuel efficiency. We have big upgrades, and let's see where we are now. Weather forecast. As you can see, dry race, dry qualifying. In race, it will be overcast. That means the track temperature will be a bit lower. And in qualifying, it will be completely dry and sun. So my strategy to use a lot of soft tires will be worth it. And we have a new message. This is new. It's for Alexander and me. Some important information for you too. Looks like we are probably going to have some regulation changes next year. We think this will affect multiple departments, but we aren't yet sure which ones. Be cautious when it comes to investing in upgrades, as we may have to start adapting them for next year if and when these changes are confirmed. Mark. Well, in that case, in my case, I do not complete more than one season per game, so I don't care at all, because the next season in my career mode will be in the F125 game. So in that case, I'm not worried about it, so no problem with that. Finally, let's see the R&D progress, guys. This is what I want to see. Wow, look at that. Look at the graphic now. That means we have Aston Martin, guys. We are at the same level than Aston Martin in this Grand Prix. That means we officially can fight for points in every race from now with Aston Martin. We are in the same level of development. Sauber improve a bit, I'm seeing in the graphic. Alpine I don't see. RB I think improve a bit. Between Sauber, RB and Alpine are more or less in the same level. Sauber a bit ahead. I think Alpine and RB are equal, absolutely equal. And Haas still very far away. They are not being able to develop the car, guys. They are being very, very slow. McLaren and Mercedes and Red Bull improve a bit. Ferrari is still stuck. They are lost a bit of places. But this is the good news, guys. Thanks to our hard work, wow, the recovery has been amazing. Now we are the 15th with Aston Martin this weekend. Great news for us, guys. Anyway, now everything is ready. Everything is ready for the practice one session with grain. And this is the programs we have for this weekend: the race strategy, tire management, and track acclimatization. This is something I will complete in practice one. So from now, guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitch, because there is where I will be racing, guys. There on Twitch, the practice 1 and 2 today, practice 3 and qualifying, and the race on Sunday. all sessions on live with me on Twitch. I'm waiting for you there. In 30 minutes I will be racing practice 1 session of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and later on this afternoon practice 2. So from now, follow me there, see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching this live streaming on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe as well and follow me on Twitch. See you in 30 minutes on Twitch for the practice 1 and 2 of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix at Baku. It will be a very exciting weekend on a street circuit once again.